I'm a kind of short on the question because I want to be behind the camera as well too. Okay, editing process, you know, we should do this, that. Creative directing, whether if it's my music video or anybody else's, and impact the youth, bro. I might start like I want to like. What you heard? Yeah. What you heard? What you heard? You can hear a motherfucker.
Yeah. You still hella young, so you got hella years left in you. Do you sometimes wonder what it would have been like if you played ball still?
I do wonder. I ain't gonna lie, I was never really that good, so I probably would have put it down either way. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I was alright. I wasn't the fastest too. That's the reason why I had surgery. I was flat footed, so I wasn't really all that fast, and that was kind of discouraging too. Yeah. My pops was my coach, so like he was chewing me out most of the time, and we didn't both know that I had flat feet. So once we got that set up, we had a couple of misconceptions to where like I wasn't able to play because the surgery went wrong in some ways or whatever. But you know, I just didn't second guess it. I just chose my talent, use my words to my advantage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You got any siblings?
Yeah, I got 2 little sisters. I'm the oldest.
Okay, you're the oldest.
One just turned 15 and one's finna turn 11 this year.
That's dope, man. How do they feel about college and stuff?
They looking towards it. I'm putting them in their areas more as close as possible. I'm trying to get to a position where I could just, you know, tell them to pick any school, you know, get you there.
That's real, man. You know, leading by
although I do want y'all to pick a HBCU, but that's up to y'all. You know, it's 107.
What's that like, HBCU? What is that like? What is that experience like as far as the parties?
It's really different. So if nobody knows, HBCU is historically black colleges and universities. That's what it stands for. It is 107 historically black colleges, and I go to Clark Atlanta University. I'm in the AUC, which is the Atlanta University Center, where we have Morehouse, Spelman, and Clark Atlanta all in one area, and the Morehouse School of Medicine, and Morris Brown just opened back up too, so they just back on campus too. So it's 5 schools in one area. Most people only heard about those like on what was that with Nick Cannon? Drumline, yeah. So that's what Clark Atlanta was filmed. Drumline was filmed, Stop the Yard. So you know, I worked in the many shadows of many greats, and you know, I just feel like that's where I belong as far as, you know, making my mark. And all these other people came from their cities, and you know, built their foundation in Atlanta or while they were in college. And I feel like that's where my initial goal is. Do you feel more accepted there? Cause like I know it's all basically I've never been, so like is all the teachers black? Yeah, absolutely. Like the whole environment is like for us. It's a genuine environment. Like you see people serious about their craft, and it makes you want to be serious because like you can't see somebody like doing what you want to do, but you're not putting in the work. Yeah, and I don't want that, you know, people to criticize people because of that, because like you can't be mad at somebody working harder than you. Yeah, but I feel like it has to be amazing to see so many successful black people. Absolutely. Like we from Vegas, bro. The black community is small. Yeah. See, like you was born and raised Vegas, right? Yeah, North Las Vegas. Yeah. Yeah, we from the north too. Like, and it's like we grew up around a lot of Mexicans, and a lot of whites in the north. The west side got a lot of black. It had a lot of blacks. You know what I'm saying? But what we had, like my first girlfriend was Mexican, second was white. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like we see all these white people. We see, you know, and nothing against white people, but we see them all, right? But for you to get dropped off in a spot where there's prominent and there's successful black people, like our black successful people was drug dealers. Nigga either going to the NBA, rap, basketball, or drug dealers. Yeah, so absolutely. What is it like soaking in that positive energy from our people? Being that I am a positive energy, I feel like being around that other energy just makes it more reciprocated and makes it more valuable. Like it makes me more emotionally attached, and like you said, I do feel more accepted there because I didn't get some of the love I got from my teachers in high school that I did get in college. But I did have some notable teachers in my K through 12. Like my first kindergarten teacher, Miss Clark, I call her almost, you know, every other month, you know, still checking in. Straight up. High school teachers, Mr. Rudolph, he was my graphic design teacher. Coach Solomon, he was my videography teacher. I still have a lot of stable, you know, build relationships based off of my middle school, high school. Yeah. I also had a teacher that passed away, Miss Collins. She's my 7th grade history teacher. Rest in peace, for sure. Absolutely. So, you know, it was always teachers that always believed in me, and all those teachers were black. Okay. You know, I had a couple other teachers that was, you know, Caucasian or Hispanic, and that believed in me as well. Yeah. But to see that from your city just made me want to go to an HBC even more, in a sense. You had other options as far as colleges? I got accepted to Texas Southern University too. Okay. But Clark Atlanta was my dream school. Oh yeah, so when you was young, you felt like you wasn't. Not even when I was young. I didn't know I wanted to go to college until probably like my 10th grade year. But I always told myself if I blew up on rap, I wouldn't go. Okay. That's what I had told myself. And by 11th grade, it was SAT time. So I had to, you know, pass these tests. and I didn't do so good, man. Clark Atlanta wanted a 19, I think, to get in. Bro, I passed with. I didn't even pass, bro. I got a 14 the first time I took it, a 15 the second time I took it. No, a 16 the second time I took it, and then I got a 15 the third time I took it. So I was immediately like, bro, I'm about to just put all in music, bro, because it don't look like I'm getting in no time soon, bro. With these ACT scores, it was really discouraging, and that was probably like one of my lowest times in my academic life. And then my mama got a call from financial aid. From registrars the day of my prom. So I got accepted, so I took it and ran with it.
So what was like getting that call? Like,
it was just like a relief feeling. Like, it was like I did it. It was like draft day for me. It was like draft day for me. Like, I didn't know I was gonna go to college at all. I thought I was gonna be like, another, not even a statistic in Vegas, but like having to get it out of where I'm at. Yeah. So
that's dope.
I'm glad I got the opportunity for real.
For sure. Where your people from?
From my mom's from Mount Vernon, New York. Okay. And she moved out here when she was 19. My dad from North Las Vegas. And my great grandmama, she moved from Tallulah, Louisiana in the 70s and moved to Vegas. Okay. So, for sure, man. Pretty much all of us got us some Southern traits in us. Absolutely. So I never had been to the South until my first year in college, like I said.
Yeah, I never visited none?
No, and I'm going to New Orleans on Thursday for the first time. So I want to see what that's like. I want to see what that environment like.
That's crazy, man. Yeah. I know you've met so many people from so many different places.
Yeah, absolutely.
Being in college.
Absolutely. So many cities and states. Detroit, man, Alabama, Tennessee, Memphis, New York, like I said, every borough in New York, bro. I just met so many people, and it's good to see how other people was brought up and raised and where they come from, because everybody's background is different. And I love getting to know that about people, where they grew up and how they grew up.
You real articulate. You ever thought about writing a book?
No, I never thought about writing a book. It's hard for me to read books. Yeah, I struggle reading to this day. Yeah, and it's kind of contradictory, because like I'm really good with words, but it's just hard for me to read.
Yeah.
So
man, nowadays you could tell somebody a story, they'll write it for you. For real.
Yeah, and they said if you want to hire something from somebody, put it in the book. So I need to look at that quote even more, and I need to start picking up these books. Honestly, I might make that one of my goals for this upcoming year, man. Just getting to reading more. Yeah. I want to see my vocabulary go from there, though.
It's gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
because I've been blessed with the ability to read. If nothing else, I've always read a lot, Yeah. But that be from situations niggas locked up and all that shit. I ain't had nothing else to do, you know what I'm saying?
I'm taking reading for granted right now, man. I need to stop doing that. Just hold myself accountable on that, man. So we definitely gonna tap back into the interview and talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I'll be back in December, man.
I actually even send you some stuff to check it out.
Absolutely,
man.
I appreciate that.
For real, man. And I'm shocked that you said that, you know what I mean? Because like you good with your words, you got a good vernacular, so it's like it's crazy.
That's like the word vernacular. Put that in the arsenal real quick, man. Vernacular.
Yeah, man. You got so you got good wordplay and all that, so that shit gonna just heighten all that. Yeah. But as long as you know how to express yourself with music, it's more about painting a picture, no matter how you do it. Right. Most of these people probably got like a 3rd grade reading level, but if you could articulate yourself, I think you'll be fine.
Absolutely.
And then like you don't got no kids.
No.
You're a unicorn. So when you do hit the streets, you know what I'm saying? You already a unicorn. That's a blessing, man.
I ain't got no kids yet.
That's dope, man. So when you was coming up, where was you playing sports in Vegas? Doolittle or
I was playing NYFL. NYFL. I started off with Pop Warner with the Warriors.
I played for the Warriors too.
Yeah. Coach Arby was the head coach, and I had Coach Debo. I know a lot of people still to this day that I played with the Warriors. I also played basketball for a year. Then I went to the Bucks. That's where I met a lot of people I know now. I went to the Bucks, to the NYFL. I played with the Bucks for probably like 3 years. Coach Devin, my pops was a coach for the Warriors and the Bucks. Okay. Coach Martin, that's where I met Ocho. Okay. That's where I met Ye. That's how I met a lot of people that I know to this day. So
that's what I love about y'all, like the younger generation. Y'all support each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like people my age and a little younger than me, it's like, even though it's competition, it's like it's a lot of hate involved. Yeah. Y'all really bump each other's shit. Like when you perform, them rapping your shit,
finishing the lyrics, bro. Like that's love, bro. And I be looking for stuff like that.
That's dope.
That's real dope. You can't take that for granted at all. That's something you can't teach.
Hell no. And it's either real or it ain't. Cause you ain't gonna know the words to somebody's shit you don't.
Yeah, you ain't gonna listen to it for real. So yeah, I definitely take that all the way into consideration.
Who your top 5 artists as far as rappers? Not in the city, but just in the game. And give me like your top 3 or 4 in the city if you.
Okay. This is hard, man, because it's so hard for me to attach to. I'm gonna start off with saying Ice Cube, my number one rapper, bro. Off tops, man. Ice Cube, bro.
That's a writer, man.
Number one mogul, not even just a number one entrepreneur.
Straight
Absolutely, bro. Big influence on my life, whether it's acting, rapping, or just being a boss.
Yeah. I respect that, man. That's
another one I'm gonna go with. Another inspiration I'm gonna go with. Lil Snoop. Lil Snoop was somebody young that I looked up to.
Meek Mill's partner.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he passed away when I just had 17, 18 years old. So kind of hit close to home, but bro could freestyle his head off, bro, and it inspired me because I seen where he got in a matter of months. So then I'm gonna tap back into like currently RJ, Mr. LA, always been my number one favorite artist. Growing up, know all of his songs, like growing up to like the back of my hand damn near. If I could perform with him, I actually like almost not perform with it, but he brought me on stage one time at BET.
What?
Brought me on stage, bro, and I was damn near performing the song with him. It was just dope, bro. Brought me on stage, and I was only 17 at the time. So
your stars already aligning for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't forget Mozzie. You know, Mozzie been one of my favorite rappers too since 2016.
Mozzie a beast, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Also Sue Surf, he's a battle rapper and he made great music, bro. That when we talk about battle rap music,
bars.
Yeah, he's one of them artists that's like, bro, could get you on a song and in the battle. Yeah. So yeah, definitely.
That's probably the most versatile list I ever heard.
Yeah.
And that was a real list.
Absolutely.
When people come up here, you know what they say? Jay-Z.
I'm already knowing.
Nas. And you can't rap 2 Nas songs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that going on, man. Like Eminem.
Yeah.
And I have to crush him about that. Everybody bring up Eminem. You know what I'm saying? But as far as Vegas, give me some artists. I ain't gonna even say a number or in no order because I don't want nobody to feel no way. And I know you on the spot.
Yeah. So Vegas artists always start off with Spitter P, man, and he was one of the ones I always looked up to. Even before I even met him, I was listening to Spitter. Grease Blanco, another one I always grew up listening to, bro, since like middle school. You talking about my generation? We got Ye. You know. Who else? Me, of course, can't forget the Dubb, man. Quit playing. I got Ocho, Lit A, great artist too. So many, bro. I can name so many more.
You spoke on Herbo already.
Yeah, Herbo, dope artist, bro. Yeah, bro. It's a lot of them, bro.
I want to hear a track with you, A Miracle.
Miracle, oh my god!
I think that'd be a dope track, man. Like, hopefully she'll watch this if she see that.
I'll holler at her. Yeah, she doing big things too. Shout out to Miracle, and she putting on for the city as well. Absolutely. For sure, man. Out there putting in work
for real.
Absolutely.
So like, as far as with the music, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of stuff going on. You know, you said you also want to do movies. What else do you want to do outside of acting, outside of being in front of the camera? Like, what's some things you think you want to do?
I'm a kind of shorten the question because I want to be behind the camera as well too. Editing process, you know, we should do this instead of that. Creative directing, whether if it's my music video or anybody else's, and impact the youth, bro. I might start like I want to like eventually when it's all not even when it's all said and done, but when it's being said and done, I want to have a football youth league.
Straight up.
Yeah, you know, be Coach Dubb for a little bit because I didn't have the experience to, you know, fulfill my football dream. So I want to live it through other kids.
Absolutely.
And, you know, open up a film studio.
Yeah, I think Vegas need that.
Yeah, you know they got the gas station right now. It's so dope,
going crazy.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
Shout out to Gas, man, and Tiana, man. They definitely raising the bar out here.
Bro, raising the bar, bro. Yeah. Eventually, bro, it's gonna hard to be getting contact with them. Y'all better tap in while y'all can, bro.
Absolutely.
Hey. Definitely though.
And like even with the cookout, that's something unique. You know, that's something I really couldn't see happening. And it's happening.
Yeah, and it's happening. It's happening at a high level, and it's happening at a respectful level. Like people not going up there tripping because they lost, bro. You feel me? You take your L, you shake on it, and you do better next time, bro. It's like, you feel me? It's a bond building, bro. It's like, yeah, we all homies and stuff behind the stage. When them cameras and that coin flip, bro, I'm ready to take your head off. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah.
You could tell, like, whenever you speaking about rapping, you got like a light about you. I could tell that that's where your passion at. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
So when you on a track with somebody else, right? Do you do your verses and then send them it, or do you just send both? Or would you rather vibe with them in the studio?
I'd rather vibe with them in the studio just to see how genuine the connection is. I'm always basing it off of that. I want to see their thinking process because they might do something that I never thought of. Sometimes people like freestyle 6-7 different times, record it, and then take different bars out of stuff. You know,
that should be crazy.
Yeah, it'd be different. So that's a mechanism I never thought I'd see in the studio. But if I'm sending something, or something gets sent to me, you know, I'll just do what I do on the song and send it back, or I'll FaceTime them while I'm making it and be like, how this sound? You feel me? Just to get another connection.
How do you pick what features you do? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people send you songs. How do you be like, no, I'm cool with it, if you don't like the song, without you know, people real sensitive nowadays?
That's a good question, because like I never really turned down nobody's feature, even if I didn't think the song was probably compatible with me. But I realized that I had to take the chance of, you know, seeing what their fan bases will because like, let's say if a Hispanic artist hit me up, I don't listen to Hispanic music. I'm not gonna decline because I can't relate to it. You know, I'm gonna of course be versatile, and it might be some of their fans that be like, oh, this kid, you know, he can rap. And, you know, me being like the artist I am, you know, of course I'm gonna add a couple of Spanish words to, you know, so I can correlate, you know, just to like, you know, throw that dub on it. You feel me? Just like, man, be creative as possible. You know, my creative space is always important to me, so I want to make sure that's always great.
What do you have to say like to the younger generation that's watching you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think you could say to them to let them know, like, everybody ain't gotta sell drugs. Yeah. Everybody ain't gotta tote guns. You can make it just. You could be cool. Yeah. Like you showing nigga that I could be cool being me. Like,
yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Man, follow your heart, not your head, for real. And you only got yourself at the end of the day. Nobody else could do it for you. As long as you got that mindset and keep the people around you, make sure that's good company, because always bad company. It could come knocking at your door or it come knocking at your phone. Whatever it is, make sure it's great company, man.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And I always tell people this, man, like, at the end of the day, you gotta live your life. Nobody else gonna live it.
Nobody else.
And you don't want to live your life with no regrets. You know what I mean?
Man, for real.
And I just think that it's dope, man. I always tell people, like, I was just telling somebody on the phone earlier, when you was battling, and dude was like, you probably got like a 3 point something, and you was like, I got a 4.0 or something like that. Yeah. Like, nigga, you can't embarrass me by saying I'm smart.
Yeah, you can't do that. And I counter write. If it come down to about it, just know I'm gonna counter write that, bro. It's easy 2-3 bars, bro. Yeah, for sure. I can't. That's another thing. When I just can't wait to step into better league to see what people have to say about me at a competitive level.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want to be curious, and it's gonna that's gonna push my pen as well to see how I counter write it or whatever, however angle I want to take at it, because I can talk to a nigga too. Don't get it wrong, I can talk too.
Yeah, I feel like battle is like the most creative form.
Yeah.
Because battling, especially if you know who you're going against,
right?
You could do your homework. Like with the last battle when you was there and I was there. Them 1-2 dudes, I think it was Fat Nail and that one dude. They knew so much about it. Dre or something.
Dre Del Rey.
They knew so much about each other. Yeah. Like, it was like kind of like, damn, is this nigga battling his cousin? Yeah. He was like, you said this on Facebook. You said this on Instagram. Man. They even stopped and was talking to each other like, didn't you say that?
Yeah.
And I felt like that was hella crazy. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? With them being able to do that kind of research. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
So, your next battle, you got another battle coming up. You said you're going to do another battle.
I'm going to do one in December. I'm going to be out here for winter break, so I'm going to do one in December. It's not locked in yet, but I got some names on the list, man. My battle dropped, man. I called so many people out at the end of my round because it was like, who want to smoke, man? I'm here. Step in the ring.
You come back every break?
Yeah, I'll try to.
Try to come back and see the
fam?
Try
to come back every break, yeah.
Okay, for sure.
So I was out here for summer break, all July. And before that, I was out here for like probably a couple of days. My mama had opened up a shop. Shout out to Ego Trip. My mama just opened up a shop, man. Make sure y'all go tap in, man. And get y'all merchandise up there. Get y'all hair done, man. Go support moms.
For sure, man.
Absolutely.
And if you can, man, give her tap us in with her so we can have her on the show.
Ego Trip. Oh, absolutely. I did.
Definitely do that. We do entrepreneurs too.
Yeah, Ego Trip Salon. So that's EGOTRI Salon. On Instagram, everywhere else, man. Google it, you know, put it in your Google Maps, man. Whatever you're doing, go get y'all stuff done.
For sure, man. Where you get the name Larry Dubb from?
Larry Dubb. I started off with Little Larry because, you know, my dad, Big Larry.
Okay.
My dad, I'm a junior, but Dubb came from me being a junior. I feel like I'm the Dubb version of my dad.
Yeah.
My last name starts with a W, so I kind of shortened it Larry Dubb. Born in the 20th century and another 20s for a Dub. Okay. So I was born in the year 2000.
You thought that shit on
I'm thinking, and then I kind of finally came with the conclusion and set in stone that Dubb stands for double up and bounce back. So DUBB, double up, bounce back. Whether if it's your bread, your attitude, double up, bounce back, man. If it comes down, bounce it back, man. Stop playing.
For sure, man. Before we wrap this up, man, I got this segment of the show. It's called Game for Lames, right? Mm-hmm. Let the people know some game you acquired in life that you feel that help you dodge some bullshit and you feel that kept you on the straight and narrow.
I heard a quote in the Tupac movie. And he said, "Don't let something for 50 seconds get you 50 years." Oh my goodness, bro, that's deep. That stuck with me, man.
Yeah.
And of course, man, my school's motto: find a way or make one.
Straight up.
Find a way or make one, man. That's to the youth as well. But if you ain't got no way, you better make one.
Absolutely, man.
That just stamped. It's solidified.
There ain't nothing gonna be given to you.
Nothing gonna be given.
So one question before you get off the camera.
Yeah.
Being a junior, I always wonder how is that because now it's like I have to uphold my dad's name.
Absolutely.
How is that coming up?
Being a junior, I was proud to be a junior because my dad was always respected growing up, and he always brought me around and introduced me. Like I was always like, you know, not even a daddy's boy, but really attached to both of my parents. But people to like look at me and be like, I see so much of him in you, and that just made me want to just be the person I am today. In a way, so yeah, that definitely gave me the motivation I needed.
For sure, man. Well, with that being said, man, thanks for coming.
Absolutely, man. Anytime, man.
I'm pretty sure we'll see you 1,000 more times.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. We got to do many follow-up interviews.
For sure, man. Come do some reactions with us, man. When your next video? You got any videos about to drop?
I got to work on them, man. Honestly, I've been shooting, but I ain't been really editing like that. I got to see. I'm trying to do like dual videos where I'm in different locations. Like
straight up.
I got one in here in Vegas that I started, but I'm gonna finish in Atlanta. So
okay.
Like a correlation video.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Make sure you send them to us so we can react to them, man.
Absolutely, man. When that battle drop, I want to see y'all reaction.
We'll be there. We're gonna be there, man. For sure. Hey, man. With that being said, man, this is Pod Talk about Tizzle. I'm here with Larry Dubb. Vegas, tune in. We up out of here.
Absolutely.
How the fuck you winning if you lost in this? Niggas think they own so they get off in this. It's easy to get crossed in this. On TOP, we gon' get far from this. Step up in they town and burn it.